Hey guys, welcome back to
Lifestyle of the Plebe and Nameless.
I'm Joan.
And I'm Coco.
I'm here at Coco's house today.
I invited Joan over to do some plant chores with me because I've been procrastinating and you know, it's spring now. So it's time to do some repotting and all sorts of other stuff. If you guys have plant chores to do too, feel free to do it with me.
If you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you haven't already subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We do lots of plant content.
All right, let's get started on my checklist.
What is that you have over there?
Oh, this is my little setup for when I repot plants. I always put this out. It's a little tray liner so it doesn't get your table dirty and all your potting stuff stays in here.
That's so cool. I didn't know these type of things existed.
Oh, you didn't, Joan?
No, this is so cool.
Wait, what do you use to repot then?
I get like an old cardboard box and repot my plant in there. Huh? And try to keep all the soil together. But it's kind of hard. This is like so cool.
Joan's so primitive. Joan, you need to get you one of this.
I need to.
And if you guys don't have it, I'm going to put a link in the description box so you can get you one of these too. It's really nice. Mine's kind of dirty because, you know, it's been used and loved, but it keeps your whole area clean. And look how big of a working area you have to repot plants.
And he even got it in a pink color.
Yeah, of course. I have to buy it in pink. So I have here some potting mix, the black humus, 100% organic. And I also have some pumice here just to increase drainage in the potting mix so my plants don't sit in water all the time. I don't really have like a formula. I just kind of mix it up. However, I feel like it looks good, you know? And this soil has a lot of bark and stuff in it, which I like. It's like got lots of chunky stuff. And then I just pour some pumice in here. Probably don't want to grate that in. See, I feel like this adds a lot of drainage. All this pumice that's added in there.
So we're starting with a moss.
Moss?
What is that called?
Asparagus fern?
Oh, we're starting with a fern?
Asparagus fern, which isn't even really a real fern.
Where'd you get this from?
Kroger, the grocery store. So it's in a pot that doesn't have any drainage, which I think it's not doing well. Like it's actually not very green. It's looking kind of yellow.
Kind of dry.
I'm gonna repot it into this pot here that has a drainage hole.
What was originally in here?
Nothing. There was nothing in here.
You sure?
Was there? Yeah, it does look like there was something in here.
It looks like something died.
Yeah, something probably did die, but I don't remember what it was.
So for your old soil, do you usually like...
I just reuse it. If it needs new soil, then I'll put new dirt in. But I feel like this one doesn't even need the extra dirt, you know?
Yeah.
Let me pour this out. Oh, and I have this little thingy in there.
What is that?
I put it where the drainage hole is.
Oh, it's like a mesh.
Like that. It's like a little mesh.
Gotcha.
Actually, the other way.
So that your soil doesn't fall out.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
We don't want any soil to fall out.
I never use mesh.
What do you use?
Nothing. I just put it in there.
Nothing? Seriously?
Yeah. Because eventually it'll
then your dirt will fall out.
But eventually it like dries up, so it kind of like, you know, forms its own like stable layer.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
That's how I do it for mine.
I don't believe it. It just fell out. Look, it feels so dry. Oh my God, you poor thing. Look at this, guys. Like, are the roots even alive? I don't know. Hopefully when I put it in this new pot, we can revive it. So we will start with a little dirt in here. We'll hold that in there. My poor asparagus fern. It probably wasn't gonna make it much longer.
It felt like it needed more like room.
Yeah.
That pot looked too snug for it.
It does. All right, before I top it off the rest of the way with the potting mix, I like to add some fertilizer. In here, I just have some osmocote.
That's the one I like to use too.
Yeah, it's just so easy. I don't like to mess with the liquid stuff because I'm too lazy to mix it all the time and remember to use it. So this, you just pour some in there and it lasts for like 6 months. And I like to put some bonite in there, and this is just a systemic granule that keeps pests away. And I just pour it right in there. That's probably good. And you just work it into the dirt a little bit. So easy. And now you can just top it off the rest of the way.
Add some decor.
Decorative rocks. There you go. Hopefully my asparagus farm likes its new home. It just needs some water now. Next, I want to repot my lemon lime maranta here. You guys see it's not looking too well. So I'm thinking the pot is too big for it. So I'm gonna actually downsize the pot.
Wow. Is that a new light that you just got?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, I haven't seen that last time.
Oh yeah, this is my SANSI gooseneck 3-headed light. They sent it to me for a review and I've been using it the past few weeks and I love it. Look how sleek it looks. So it's got the adjustable goose head so you can angle your light wherever you need for your plants. This spot in the house, it is next to a window, however it's set back from the patio. So it adds a lot of supplemental light.
Normally, they look very obvious. That's one of the things I worry about grow lights. I want it to look nice in the house and sometimes it's hard to find something like that. I really like the way how you set it up.
I agree because it kind of blends in with my decor and you don't even really notice it.
Yeah, it looks like it's part of your house, like it's hanging from the ceiling or something.
And the great part about this light is SANSI gives you a lifetime replacement on the bulbs.
Does it get hot though?
The lights?
Yeah.
No, that's the great thing about the lights. And it doesn't make any noise. You know how some light bulbs, it makes that weird background sound?
Like zzz.
Yes, I hate that. And these are super quiet. I don't hear it at all. These lights are 10 watts, but it's actually an equivalent to like a 450 watt light bulb. So it puts out a lot of light for your plants and it's broad spectrum. So it makes your plants really happy. If you guys are interested in this light, I actually have a discount code, which is COCO20. So if you go to the SANSI website, I'll have that linked in the description box down below and put in the code COCO20 and you'll get a 20% off discount.
I might have to use that cocoa too. I want some nice looking grow lights.
All right, so I got my lemon lime maranta here. This is the pot I'm gonna repot it in. It's a little bit smaller because I think it's in a pot that's too big for it. That could be why these leaves are folding up like this. So we get it out of here. There we go. See, it's not that big. Look at it. So I don't feel like it needed such a big pot. I think that's why it was struggling a little bit.
I was trying to grow roots.
Yeah, I think it was trying to grow roots more than the plant itself. First, I need to put a little mesh thing down the bottom of this pot.
Are those specifically for plants?
No, this is actually for, I think, crocheting or quilting, some kind of thing. It's in like the craft aisle.
Wow.
I'll put a link down below of all the stuff I use so you can find it on Amazon. One of these packs came with 6 of these, so I use them for all my pots and it's lasted forever. I hear about people putting tissue down, stuff like that in the bottom, but this is better because it doesn't break down, doesn't get moldy, like it just stays perfect. See, I just cut a random piece like this and stick it in the bottom. So we'll put some dirt in the bottom. Let's put this in.
Do you need any fertilizer for this one?
Well, I have fertilizer in the old potting mix already, so I feel like it's still good. But I could top it off with some extra. It wouldn't hurt. I feel like the hardest part about repotting or just potting things up is centering the plant
Yes.
in the pot. Anybody else have that problem?
I find that very hard to do too, especially like for the Trandescantias.
Oh,
Like,
yeah?
Especially whenever I propagate it and then there's like so many of them like sticking out
Oh.
and I just want to like situate it in a nice way.
Yeah.
But at the end I'm just like, forget it. You're just going to be a bunch in the center or somewhat.
All right. At this point, I'll probably add some more fertilizer like Joan suggested.
Did you mean to paint your nails again, like blue, to match your blue shirt?
What do you mean? I always paint my nails.
I know, but
I always have my nails
But it
painted.
always happens to match what you're wearing too.
I can't help that, Joan. It just happens. All right, it's looking good, right? It looks fuller.
Yeah, it does. It looks like it's in like a nicer home.
It's not as sad looking as before. You know, we always want happy looking plants.
And I think the color of the pot like helps to brighten it up.
Now we just need to chop off some of the brown bits, make it look nicer. Some of this is just like the sheath from the new growth. And look, I got some new growth here. So it's not that the plant's not growing. I think the pot really was just too big for it because it is trying to grow.
Yeah, you see like new leaves unfurling.
Yeah. All right, another one down. All right, the next one we're potting up is my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. It's huge, guys.
It's still in its planter nursery pot.
Yeah, still in his nursery pot, so it needs a new home. Look, I still have the price tag on it.
Hey, when did you get this?
I think it's actually been a couple months.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been in its nursery pot for way too long. It's time to pot it up. It needs a nice home. What I'm thinking is putting it in this pot that the lemon limeranta was in. I think that would be a good home for it.
Let's do it.
So you just squeeze on the nursery pot, and eventually it comes out. Ta-da!
It looks like it has a really nice root ball.
It does. All right, just gonna carefully place it in here. Oop, looks too tall for it. I might take some of the dirt out.
I'll hold it for you.
Looks pretty good. Probably need to tamp it down a little bit.
I feel like it could use a bigger pot.
You want an even bigger pot, you think?
It's like barely big.
I don't
Barely bigger.
That's what I want though. I don't want to go too big because then it takes forever to grow. Look, I can loosen up some of this root system. There we go. That looks pretty centered to you guys, right?
Yeah. It looks better now after you loosened it up. Looks like you could pat it more down now, like more tight.
Yeah.
So did the stick come with it?
Yeah, it came with already on the stick that
Nice
it's
support
attached
system.
to. I actually was thinking about putting it onto like a thicker pole, a cocoa core pole. What do you think?
Possibly because like that pole you have right now, it looks like about the same diameter as like its trunk.
Is that a bad thing?
I guess it could be good. It's just that like up here, like you have multiple like trunks now,
Okay,
so.
we can go ahead and do that now.
But I like how it has like a lot of leaves.
Yeah, I love it. And these things grow so fast. Like the couple months I've had it, it's already put out so much new growth for me.
It reminds me of the Florida green.
Oh, it does. Yeah. But this one grows like a big vine. This is the cocoa core pole I have. It says moss pole, but it's actually cocoa core. So it comes with different kinds of ties, zip ties, wires. even some jute. I used some of this already, so that's why there's not much left. It has 4 of the poles inside. This one I used before, but I took it down. So we'll start with this one first. And then you can connect to a second one at the top of the pole. So I really like this.
They're
a lot.
stackable.
Mm-hmm. Alright, bye-bye old pole. And we'll put the new pole in. I think right here.
Yeah, it looks like it's trying to lean on that side.
Okay. That works, right?
Okay.
It's on
Yeah,
there.
1 zip tie for like 2 stems.
Uh-huh. And then this last one can just be the top here, I think.
Yeah, that can work.
Alrighty. Got that nice and snug in there. What do you think, Joan?
It looks artistic now.
Another one down. What I have is extra pieces that have overgrown in my other succulent pot, and they've just been sitting out here waiting to be potted up. So I was planning on making just like a new arrangement out of them, kind of just sticking them in like this, you know? Does that give you kind of an idea? They've been sitting so long, they started growing roots already.
That's good.
I just kind of pruned them off, and I just left it sitting out in this
Without
plastic
soil?
pot. Nothing. No soil, no water.
You're so good at succulents. Like I'm
No,
always...
I'm a bad plant mom. I gave it nothing. Look at these roots on this thing.
But it's doing.
Piece broke off. I might put this in the middle because it's kind of bigger. I don't know how well it'll stay, but it will stay. Okay. So we kind of just make up our own little artistic arrangement, you know? I think we'll stick this here. This one has like a reddish hue.
I like it. It's pretty.
Yeah. I think this was the bottom of this piece, and I just separated it into 2. Yeah. This is the top, and that's the bottom. Stick this here. And this one.
It looks like it's growing like at the top, and it's growing like
Yeah.
on the side right here.
So I don't know what to do. Do I just stick it in like this?
Like flatly.
And then throw some dirt on it, maybe? What y'all think?
That could work.
Trying to figure out what's the top and what's the bottom.
Oh, that's always the hardest. Whenever I try to like pot up the donkey tail, and then like I cut it off,
Yeah.
I don't know which one's top,
See,
which
this
one's
you
bottom.
can see the roots, so you know what has to go down. Throw some dirt on it. I think it'll be happy in its new home. I don't know if some of these will make it because these were just overgrown pieces in my other pot. So I wonder if I just stick them in, if it'll grow. We can always try it. Just tuck this in.
Ooh,
It's fine.
I heard something.
Yeah, but it'll make it. It's a succulent. It's fine. They're very sturdy. What y'all think, guys? I think it'll work. It's like a new arrangement of succulents, just from scraps that I had.
It looks pretty.
All right, next I have some props that I need to get potted up. They've been sitting in the jars way too long. This is the white butterfly syngonium. And look at the roots on this, it's crazy.
Wow.
And it's been kind of neglected, so I have some brown leaves because I forget to top off the water sometimes. I think it'll look nice. Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pot looks cute. Like it has like a smaller top, and it's like
Wider at the
very
base.
organic looking.
Yeah. So I'll need a piece of mesh for it to cover up that drainage hole inside.
And your butterfly is like very lush too.
They're so easy to grow, guys. Like, you don't have to worry much about these. This is where this came from. Like, I chopped off the top of the white butterfly plant, which became in my prop jar, and then these started growing. So what I'm gonna do is, I think to consolidate my plants so I don't have so many plants, I'm just gonna combine the original one with this one. We'll make room in here. Let me loosen up the root ball. Oh, it's got nice healthy roots. I think over time they'll get to be the same height and they'll look a lot better. And of course some bone granules for pests. We'll fill it up with dirt.
It looks cute.
I think so. I think it'll look cuter over time too as the short ones grow out more. It'll have more of a vibe.
It'll be a nice centerpiece on a table.
Yeah. It's time to pot up these Scindapsus Trivia Moonlight props that I have. They've been sitting in this glass for so long. Like, look at the roots. It's so long. So they're definitely ready to go in dirt. I cut them off from a mother plant, and eventually they will end up in the mother pot to make it look bushier. However, it's not ready yet because these are water roots. So I need to convert them to soil roots. So they're gonna sit in here with some dirt first, and I'm gonna keep the dirt moist over time until the roots are converted. This is actually a Baltic blue cutting I have. Okay, got it potted up, nice and lush.
It looks good.
Cute, right?
It does. Like you got some long strands, some short ones.
Yeah, I'm happy about this. Now everything needs is water. So let's get to watering. All right, I've gathered all the repots we did today, and it's time to give them all a drink. So they'll be little happy plants. I'm seeing if it drains out.
You're draining it on top of the succulents.
I mean, why not? Don't want to waste the water. Does anybody else do that?
I always just do it like near my sink. I never thought about that.
I do that. Look, there we go. It's getting some water.
And you say you want it to keep this one moist, right?
Yeah, this one, since it's been in 100% water this whole time for months, it's gonna need to have moist soil for a little while, for at least 2 or 3 weeks. I'll water my succulent. This doesn't need that much, so we'll be conservative about that. And oh my God, my poor asparagus fern. Does anybody have any tips on taking care of asparagus fern? Because I've never had one before, and I was so excited to finally find one, but I'm obviously not doing great with it.
I think my dad, whenever he first had it, he left it outside and it did pretty well.
Left it outside? I don't know if I want it outside though. I want it to be indoor plant. And this lemon lime maranta, now that it's in a smaller pot, hopefully it does better. And y'all, I love how this one turned out with the white butterflies thing going on. I think this pot looks so good with it. The color contrast, it's like a light lavender color.
I like the look of it. This is such a good deal. You only got it for 20 bucks.
Yeah, I did. It's so healthy looking too. It's huge, and it started branching, which I love. I can't wait till it gets bigger. I'm gonna cut it up and prop it and probably put it right back in.
I'll make it more
Yeah, make it
full.
even more full and lush.
Nice.
So now all that's left to do is put everything back where they belong. I'm gonna start with the lemon lime maranta. And if you guys want to check out all my houseplants, I made a houseplant tour video. I'll stick the link up here in this corner so you can go check it out. I think my Syngonia will look good here. It's got the light from that grow light, so I think it'll do well.
Yeah, it looks good.
This one's falling down. You think I should just take it off? Here we go.
Like just cut it. You just ripped it.
Yeah. I mean, it's browning anyway. It needed to go. It was time. I'm gonna put the asparagus fern here. So it'll get some light from the window and it'll get some light from the SANSI Grow Light. It'll live there for a couple weeks. My succulent's just gonna stay out here on the patio. So, there we go. And we'll take this big boy upstairs. Doesn't it look so good right here?
I like it. I like this setup. That's so cool. I always thought that you had to like plug the bulb into like a lamp or something. I didn't know you could do it directly to the outlet.
Yeah, I found this plug on Amazon. It bends 360 degrees to where you need a light source, and you can put in whatever bulb you want. And so I put in a grow light bulb. It's nice to use up a weird plug in the wall for something useful. And I also have it attached to a smart plug so that I can have the light come on whenever I need to with an app. And this smart plug is Apple Home compatible. It gives this area so much light, and I can put plants here. Wow, I feel so accomplished doing all my plant chores today.
And I learned so many like cool tools that Coco uses for her plant chores that I'm definitely gonna incorporate into my routine.
And if you guys like those items too, I'll have everything linked in the description box down below so you can check them out.
Did you do your plant chores today? Let us know in the comments.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you liked it even more, please hit that subscribe button. We have lots of plant content coming soon.
You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Plebe and Nameless. We put lots of content on there for you as well.
Thanks for watching. See you guys next time on
Lifestyle
of the Plebe and Nameless. Bye.